Welcome back. Well, today we have the pleasure of speaking with Alicia Dipierri, the passionate and visionary president of Umbrella Initiatives, a Namibian-based organization dedicated to connecting people with purpose. Alicia and her team are the driving forces behind NGOs in the Spotlight, now proudly celebrating its third edition. This unique initiative brings together dozens of local NGOs in one powerful expo, creating a space to showcase, learn and engage with the heart of social change in Namibia. And with her deep commitment to community empowerment, collaboration and sustainable impact, Alicia is helping rewrite the narrative around civic engagement. Let's dive into her journey and her mission behind this inspiring platform. Alicia, always lovely having you here with us.
Thank you. Always very nice to be here.
Thank you so much for coming. Well, just to start with, tell us about how this, idea for NGOs in the Spotlight really came about, and what motivated you to launch this initiative?
So this is our third edition. The first one was launched by Back to School Namibia, is one of our members in the Umbrella network. Back to School Namibia needed volunteers. And we didn't want to look for volunteers alone, and it's always good to team up with others. Yeah. So basically, Back to School Namibia back in the days created the first edition. At the time, we were 9 NGOs exposing, and Alicia, with the garage and the husband, went to present the idea of Umbrella Initiatives. And this is how Umbrella Initiatives was born. And in that first occasion, we had 80 participants and 9 NGOs. In the second edition last year that we had the pleasure to present here at your show, we had 22 NGOs, 9 of them presenting and the rest with an exhibition. And we had received 180 visitors, 180 visitors, yeah. That's correct. And this year we have 24 NGOs participating. All of them will be exhibiting and 9 of them will be presenting. With 1 week and a half to go, we have 130 participants registered. We hope to break the barrier of 180 again. So this is how it was born. Umbrella Initiatives has inherited this project from Back to School Namibia, because the focus of Back to School Namibia is help kids to go back to school or to attend a school in rural areas of Namibia. And the objective of Umbrella Initiatives is to give a space to NGOs that are doing an amazing work, but they don't have the voice, or if they have the voice, we want to make it louder, so more people can know about them and help them.
What has surprised you most about the growth of NGOs in the Spotlight over the past 3 years?
I think what surprised me the most, and I get very emotional, is how many people in Namibia are willing to know about NGOs. Because the first edition with 80 people, we were like, well, it's okay. 80 people that are want to know about NGOs is already surprising. But in the second edition, 180 people wanting to know about volunteer work, about unpaid jobs, about giving to others, about community uplifting. This was, for me, very shocking. And now the other element that is kind of pressing on us is the amount of NGOs that want to join the network. We are serving more than 30 NGOs at the moment, because Umbrella Initiatives serves NGOs. So we are an NGO for NGOs. These are our beneficiaries. And at the moment, we are serving 30 NGOs, and we have more than 10 waiting to finish the protocol to join. So more work coming up. So we need volunteers, actually.
With such a diverse range of organizations participating, Alicia, from health, education, youth and animal welfare, how do you ensure inclusivity and representation, across sectors? Yeah,
we try our best to represent everybody, but our main variable is that it has to be committed NGOs. It has to be NGOs that can show what they have done, that they have a reference, that the community is supporting them. So we do not look for NGOs, the NGOs look for us. So it's organic growing of the network, because together with the growth of the network, our capacity to serve them has to grow. So we need to get a good pace. But more than the diversity, we try to represent absolutely everybody, but we are more careful on who is in the network, because this is important. We are saying that they are legit and that what they do is we are in agreement with.
Yeah,
so that requires a protocol that is time consuming. So yes.
What impact have you seen, in the lives of the NGOs, that attend this NGO in the Spotlight event?
Well, I myself, when I came to the first NGOs in the Spotlight, as I said, it was my husband, my garage, and me. And I walk out of that event with 40 people interested in umbrella initiatives. And nowadays, umbrella initiatives has 15 core members and 40 volunteers that are action volunteers. So basically, the NGOs in the Spotlight, I think, is serving the cause of connecting those that want to help and don't know how to help and whom to help with those that are looking for well-hearted people that wants to engage on their projects. So it's putting basically potential volunteers or companies that want to support NGOs and the NGOs together, because these are very small NGOs that normally do not have time to upload their socials, their website is not updated, but that doesn't speak bad of them. That speaks that they don't have the time because they are feeding 1,000.
Or maybe the resources.
Yeah, the resources or the training. That's something that we also do, is to give them training, because they are such a small NGOs that the same person is doing communication, bookkeeping, cooking for 1,200 kids every day, or taking care of orphans that arrive to the shelter. So basically, not having time to have the social medias updated puts them behind of the scene of those that want to help, and then we are trying to bring them forward. Fantastic. That's our objective.
Well, tell us exactly when it's going to be taking place, where, and what will be unfolding on the day.
Yes. So in the previous occasions, we celebrated the NGOs in the Spotlight on a weekday after hours, and the feedback was that people didn't have time enough to network. And we want that to happen. So we have shifted the event for Saturday. So it's Saturday the 14th of June. So not this Saturday, the next one. We will start with a registration at 9:30 and networking time. The expo will be open then. At 10, we start with the presentations, and then the expo will be into pause. We don't want activities competing within the NGOs in the Spotlight. So while the presentations are happening, the exposition will be on hold. And then we will have 9 NGOs presenting their work for 5 minutes. So basically, they're pitching very quickly what they do, how they do it, and how people can support them or companies can support them. Then at 11:30, we will close with the presentations, and then we will have 2 hours for networking, visiting the exhibition, and all the NGOs will be grouped by topic. So those interested in health can visit the corner of health, or you can visit all of them. 24 of them will be there. So there's a good amount of time and a good amount of NGOs. Fantastic. That will be a good space to be. It's a free entrance event. We just ask people to please sign up. All the information is in our website. It's www.umbrella-initiatives in plural.com. There you will see the NGOs that will be participating, the timeline of the event, and also the registration link. We hope to have seats enough, but we have capacity for 120 people seated. So if you're young, you can stay.
You can stand.
And give a space for those that are not so young.
Alicia, thank you so much for being here this evening. Always lovely having you, and all the best with the 3rd edition of NGOs in the Spotlight. May you go from strength to strength.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks to you. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Well, there you have it. The NGOs in the Spotlight 3rd edition is taking place in a week's time. So if you'd like to be a part of it, you can go onto their website or perhaps even on their social media if you'd like more information, and see how you can contribute and what time the event will be happening. Well, before we wrap up, the COSAFA game between Namibia and Angola is still currently on NBC2, so you can watch it there. But for us, that wraps up today's edition of the Daily Roundup. We're back, of course, tomorrow, same time and place. Thank you for watching.